What's up, everybody? It's 66OEG66 here, and today Chris is going to be doing a deck profile of, and we'll find out here in a second because he doesn't want to say for some odd reason.
It's a surprise, you guys.
Even though you're going to show the fucking cards anyway.
Yeah, I'm about to show the cards, but I mean, let them see these cards. All right.
These what?
These nuts.
Right there, Chris. Right there.
Right there. All right. All right. Well, let's go ahead and start this off. We got 3 Gym Turtles. Yeah, you guys haven't noticed. This is Gym Knights. We got Gym Turtles. It's pretty much the searcher of the card and of the deck and the defender. Well, one of the searchers and the defender of the deck.
What?
This guy, when he's flipped face up, you get to search out a Gym Knight fusion from your deck and add it to your hand. So yeah, you gotta run 3 of those. We got 3 Gym Armadillos. He's the other searcher of the deck. He allows you to add a Gym Knight monster from your deck to your hand. Really good, goes in, sets up really good plays. Got 3 Gym Knight Obsidians. Brokest dude out of all the Gym Knights. When this guy's sent directly, or sent from your hand to the grave, you get to special summon 1 normal Gym Knight monster from your graveyard. So you pretty much go and you say Gym Knight Fusion, you use this guy and one of the normals, send him to the grave. This guy doesn't miss his timing, so you bring out your fusion monster and then you special summon your normal Gym Knight monster. So yeah, it's pretty broke. Then for the normal Gym Knights, we got 3 Gym Knight Turmoils. He's pretty much just like one of the only high beaters that they have. He's got 1600 attack and 1800 defense. So if you start with this guy in your hand, I mean, he's an immediate, like, just a good set face down, you know, just kind of bluff. Or even if they're stupid and they attack into it, and he's got 1800 defense. So yeah, we run 3 of those. And then we got 3 Gym Knight Garnets. He's pretty much the beater. He's 1900 attack. And then he's the Pyro. And then Turmoil is the Thunder. It's pretty much you run Garnet to bring out Gym Knight Citrine, which is pretty much the main part of this deck. Like why you go for this guy, and I'll get to him once I get to the extra deck. We run 3 Volcanic Shells because he's the Pyro type for Gym Knight Citrine. And then Volcanic Shell just has a really good effect that just helps keep your deck consistent. You can pay 500 life points while this card is in the grave, and then you can add another one from your deck to your hand. And what's really cool is you can say, if you're able to pop off multiple Citrines at one time, you can say, this guy's in the grave, you add another one to hand, you send the second one from the hand, you can use the second one's effect, even though the card does say that you can only use this card's effect once per turn, because, what's it say here? Yeah, once per turn while this card is in the grave. So it's pretty much, since you're adding a new one to the grave, you can use the new one's effect. So it's pretty much just keeps your deck pretty consistent. I like Volcanic Shell. Pretty much for staple monsters, we got Double Veiler. This pretty much just stops just a lot of stuff because this deck doesn't run traps. So, I mean, it's pretty much just stop effects like Stratos and Earth. Yeah, the Agent Earth of something, Mystery or something like that. I don't know. And just other effects. I can affect Veiler or Doomcow, which is really funny. We got Thunder King Ryo. Since this deck doesn't really do a lot of searching, I added this guy in there, and he actually helps out really well. I mean, he's just a huge beater. And I can open it with this dude first turn, and I can play like normal summon him, and especially if I'm going against heroes or Dark Worlds, I shit on their face with this guy. And plus he's just a Thunder, which adds to the ability to bring out the Gym Knight Fusion Prismara a little bit easier. And we got 2 Snowman Eaters. Pretty much kind of like, he's in there kind of like for the same purpose of Valor. I mean, I can just open up with this guy and set him, and then when they attack into him, I just destroy their monster. That's pretty much the only reason he's in there, because this deck doesn't run traps, because it's very aggressive. So I have to run, kind of, I guess you could say, trap monsters. Not really, but pretty much just destruction
Effect
and
monsters.
yeah, pretty much just destruction and negate effect monsters, pretty much. But yeah, and then plus this guy's an Aqua, so he goes good to make Gymnite Amethyst, the other fusion that needs the Aqua type. So yeah, that's the monsters. We'll go on to the spells. We have 1 Reborn, 2 Duality, 2 Dualities for consistency, pretty much. Because I mean, this deck like has lots of monsters in it, if you haven't noticed. So yeah, I mean, this just helps me get out just a little bit more of my spells, and if I don't open up with the Gymnite Fusion, I can play Pot and always draw into it. We got the 1 Book of Moon. Book of Moon is just pretty much just basic staple. I mean, it can be used for offense or it can be used for defense. We got 2 Forbidden Lances. Pretty much the Forbidden Lance is just offense or defense, just like the book. And especially since this deck is so aggressive, and if I'm attacking and I don't want my Gymnite guy to die by a Depriz or a Mirror Force, I can just Lance him. Basic staple stuff. We got Dark Hole, Heavy Storm. I run the triple MST. Like I said, because I mean, this deck doesn't run lots of traps. It only runs 2 traps. So yeah, I just use that to get rid of trap stuff, and I can set it as bait for another opponent's MST. So that way they don't hit my only 2 traps. And then the last 3 spells are the powerhouse of the deck, pretty much. The Gymnite Fusion. This card is so good, and don't Solemn Warning this card, you guys, because it'll just be a waste of your life points. Pretty much, what Gymnite Fusion says is you send from your hand or the side of the field fusion materials listed on a Gymnite Fusion monster to the grave, and fusion some of that monster. Now you can, then the second effect of this card is you can banish a Gymnite monster from your grave to add this back to your hand. So that's why you don't Solemn Warning this card, because you pretty much, if I already have a Gymnite in my grave and you Solemn Warning this, I'm just going to banish it, and then I'm going to add this right back to hand, and I'm going to continue to do what I was doing until before. You just slower the process by Solemn Warning it. So yeah. Yeah, the card is just all too broken, especially with combos with Obsidian and Garnet. It pretty much, these are just broke because you activate Gymnite Fusion, send Obsidian, Garnet to grave. Obsidian's effect happens and you special summon this guy. You then proceed to banish Obsidian because Obsidian is now worthless in the grave, pretty much, to add Gymnite Fusion to hand. And if you got other stuff, like if you had another Obsidian in hand, you could play the Gymnite Fusion again, send the Garnet that you just special summoned with the second Obsidian, and then special summon the Garnet again. So yeah, it's broken plays. And then also, that's why the volcanic shells are in there, because say I don't open up with a Garnet and I open up with a volcanic shell and an Obsidian, I can still make my Gymnite Citrine and then be able to use volcanic shells effect in grave and add another one. And if I got another Gymnite Citrine or Obsidian in my hand, I can just Gymnite Fusion the second Obsidian, or the Gymnite Fusion the volcanic shell and whatnot. And then the last 2 cards of the deck, we got 2 Royal Decrees. like I said,
Fuck that card.
Love it, love it, love it.
like I said before, since this deck is so aggressive, I mean, it plays really aggressive. I played with it so much on DN, and I went shenanigans with the Gem Knight Fusion, and I made people rage quit because I'll just have this and I'll activate Decree, and I'll just say Gem Knight Fusion and just go on about my business, and they quit. They don't even admit defeat, they just quit. They stop playing me, and I just keep going like I never even noticed that they left. But yeah, Decree, it just stops so many things, because if you don't get Gem Knight Cistrine on the field, I mean, it helps against the Mirror Force. Your opponents can activate Solemns or anything like that. It's just really good. And I bet you guys are wondering why I don't play the Rabbit build. It's just because I've play tested the Rabbit build, and
Because you can't afford Rabbit.
well, not
Here
from
soon.
here soon. Yeah. I'm actually once those new tins come out to where you can get the Rescue Rabbits, I'll probably test it out then just to see how it plays in real life, because I've only play tested it on DN, and I didn't really like it that much. I don't know. I mean, it does open up to brokenness. That's for sure. But I mean, I've mostly seen it to where I wouldn't open up with a Rabbit and a Gem Knight Fusion in hand. So, and which is just not really good, because that's the whole purpose of that combo, is you have to have both of them in hand. So I like this a whole lot better, because 9 out of 10 times I'm gonna open up with an Obsidian, some Gem Knight, a Volcanic Shell, and my Gem Knight Fusion. So, and it proceeds to lead to broken plays. We'll go on to the extra deck. The boss monster of this deck, Gem Knight Citrine. This guy is all too broken. Pretty much when you bring him out on the field and you attack, your opponent cannot activate card effects until after the damage step, which means when this guy attacks, your opponent can't activate Mirror Force, Depriz, Fiendish Chain if they wanted to. They can't activate Lance. They can't activate Battle Fader. They can't activate Gores or Swift Scarecrow.
Fuck Battle Fader.
No, like, they can't activate any card effects that would happen when he would attack until after the battle phase, or after you're doing battle with this guy is over with. I mean, it's just really, as all hell is broken, and I mean, it's just really awesome, because pretty much what you do is you'll just, if you open up with nuts, you make all 3 Gem Knight Citrines, and then you should be left with a Garnet or one of the normals, and you just attack with all 3 Citrines and pass turn, and then when your opponent will say something, and if not, then you just go into your next turn and you can attack with a Citrine for game. So yeah, I mean, it's really broken. We got 2 Gem Knight Prismaras. Prismara is actually really good. I like Prismara. There's another Gem Knight build where you pretty much base around bringing this guy out and abusing his effect multiple times. Pretty much what his effect is you can discard or send a Gem Knight card from your hand to the grave to destroy one face-up card your opponent controls. So, I mean, this is really good, because you can bring this guy out, recycle that Gem Knight Fusion that you just used, and then proceed to discard that Gem Knight Fusion and blow something up that's in your way. And then, oh yeah, I meant to say, the Gem Knight Citrine, he's the one that takes a Gem Knight and a Pyro type monster. And then Prismara takes a Gem Knight and an Earth. Or, not an Earth, wow. A Gem Knight and a Thunder type monster.
Thunder King Ryo?
Yeah. You can pretty much use the T-Kings or the Turmoil, the other normal guy. The last one that uses types is Gymnite Amethyst. He takes 1 Gymnite and 1 Aqua Monster. Pretty much this guy is just there for high defense. He's got 1950 attack. So, I mean, you can bring this dude out and beat over, like, your opponent's T-Kings, or if they Monster Reborn yours. You can beat over aliases with him. But pretty much you just bring him out for the high defense. He's got 2450 defense. And what's so good about this guy is when he's sent from the field to the grave, he's pretty much a giant Trunade. It bounces all your opponent's spells and traps on the field. Yeah, it returns all spell and traps on the field. So I mean, it's really good. I like him. I only won the one, just because 2 is just like a little bit not necessary. It's just 2's not necessary. For the rest of the fusions, we got Gymnite Ruby. Gymnite Ruby is the ones that came out of the first Hidden Arsenal set. He needs 1 Gymnite Monster and Gymnite Garnet. Pretty much what Ruby's effect is he can do piercing damage, and once per turn you can tribute a Gymnite Monster on your side of the field, and he gains attack. He gains that Gymnite Monster's attack, pretty much. God. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm very tired. So yeah, that's Gymnite Ruby. I only run 1 because your real focus is around Gymnite Citrine, pretty much. The last fusion is Gymnite Topaz. Topaz's effect is pretty cool. The only bad thing is he's really a low attacker. He needs 1 Gymnite Turmoil and 1 Gymnite Monster. Gymnite Topaz can attack twice during the battle phase, and when he would destroy a monster and send it to the grave by battle, or your opponent's monster, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the monster's attack that was sent to the grave. So I mean, that's really good. If they have like low monsters, like say like you Valor their tour guide, and then you bring this guy out, you can beat the tour guide, do 1800 right there. So that's his first, like that's pretty much his first attack, and then you swing into your opponent again for 18 more hundred. So it's pretty nice. Now we'll go on into the Igsies. We got 1 Chronomaly Crystal Chrononaut. I just added this guy in there because I liked his effect, and he's a decent level 3. I haven't really had a chance to use him yet, but then again, I haven't really been playing this deck a whole lot. I've just been playtesting it on DN. I'm actually, I won't really be playing this deck a lot until Hidden Arsenal 7 comes out. That's when the rest of the fusions come out, which are badass. We won 1 Wind-Up Zenmaines. I only run the 2 level 3s just because you can't really make a whole lot of level 3s except if you got the Snowman Eaters on the field, or if you got Snowman Eater and an Obsidian. But yeah, Zenmaine's pretty much the staple Igzy. We got 1 Fairy King Alberdetch. He needs 2 level 4 Earth monsters, and pretty much Gymnites are all level 4s. So, and then his effect is really good. You can deattach, and all non-Earth monsters on the field lose 500 attack and defense. We have 1 Gymnite Pearl, pretty much just a beater. Gets over Startard. 1 Utopia, pretty much self-explanatory on Utopia. We got a number 11 Big Eye. If you haven't noticed, you guys, all the fusions in this are level 7s, except for Garnet and except for Ruby and Topaz. Those are both level 6s. But the rest of the fusions are level 7s, and this deck can bump out, like, just pump out the level 7s really easily. So it's pretty funny to just bring this guy out, and my opponent's like, oh, what does that do? I've never seen that brought out before. Pretty much this guy says that you detach one of its exit materials and you take control of your opponent's monster permanently, but he just can't attack the turn that you activate this guy's effect. So if your opponent, like, let's say your opponent has a Utopia on the field and it's still got materials, you just use his effect and take control of it. Or if they got like a Startard or something like that, it's pretty hilarious. I've done some broken stuff with this guy. And then just recently I added number 7 Lucky Straight. Sorry. Me and Scooter G31 just recently figured out that Gym Knights can bring out 3 level 7s, the 3 level 7 fusions. Well, 3 of the level 7 fusions, there we go. Very easily. And this guy's effect is hilarious, and you can do it multiple times. Pretty much what you do is you roll 2 dice. His attack is equal. His attack becomes the number that you rolled from the dice put together times 700. Then if you roll an exact 7, you can activate one of the effects on this card, which is send all other cards on the field to the grave, special summon one monster from your hand or from either grave, or you can draw 3 cards and then discard 2. So yeah, this guy is pretty broken. He's pretty much a Monster Reborn, a Dark Hole, and a Graceful Charity all in one. And say you use his effect once and you don't roll a 7, alright, you can just use his effect again because it has no limit on his effect. Well, you can only do it 3 times because he's got 3 materials, unless you say like one of those Ixie traps that adds another, pretty much it becomes another material. So, yeah. But yeah, that guy, I can't wait to bring that guy out. So yeah, you guys, that's the deck. That's Gym Knights. I will probably have a redo of this deck, pretty much the extra deck, once the rest of the stuff comes out, and Hidden Arsenal 7. That'll have the better fusions in it, like Master Dia, which is a 2900 beat stick with the effect of you can banish 1 Gym Knight fusion monster from your grave and inflict damage, and it gains the effect of that Gym Knight fusion that you banish. So yeah, Master Dia is pretty broke. You pretty much bring him out and banish a Citrine, so you pretty much have 6 Citrines on the field at all times. It's really funny. And then they have the other beat stick, which just has no effect. It takes a Gym Knight and a Rock Monster, so that allows other plays to be made with the dead Gym Turtles or the dead Gym Armadillos. Because say your opponent has a T-King on the field, well, you really can't search for Armadillo or Gym Knight Turtle. So why not just Gym Knight fuse them if you have one? If you have the Gym Knight fusion in hand, and then you can bring out your 2900 beat stick and just beat your opponent's face in. Yeah, you guys know what to do. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll have more deck profiles coming to you. I don't know. Should have a deck profile of my Teleplants, pretty much Teledad and plants mixed together. Kind of new format. I like it. I'm just missing one emergency teleport. Cody James Petty.
Or bitches get money.
And yeah, Cody's. I pulled a number 33 Machimech, and Cody's really wanting it.
Not for emergency teleporter. This ultimate right here.
What is with you and Ultimate? What's that little ad? The battle is on.
Is this video over?
Capsule Fighter.
Y'all acting like this video's over with.
Hi video. I haven't got any shine. What's up?
Cody's being a.
You sure look shiny to me.
Shiny to me.
I'm actually feeling some ice cream, so I think we might go get some ice cream.
Brewster's?
No, I don't want
I was
Brewster's.
thinking.
I think I forgot we have Baskin Robbins right down the road now.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah, we're fucking rednecks. We're excited about a fucking Baskin Robbins.
I'm not excited. I don't even like ice cream.
I don't like.
Actually,
I don't
I
like
mean,
ice cream.
most of the girls there kind of like me.
They're
Oh,
fucking
no.
14. They're 14.
They're 14. Who gives a
I
fuck?
know.
As long as no one finds out.
You're almost 21.
I'm 17. YouTube. I'm 17.
I do believe you need to edit this part out, Joe.
Nah, it ain't going anywhere. We'll end it here. I'll see y'all later. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.